I feel motivated for life again. Oh my God, model, stunning, gorgeous. Yeah.
Enough.
And I said, let me show you some real speech. New kind of like jargon unlocked that I'm really enjoying using is in your community.
What is that sentence?
Okay.
Right.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Gals on the Go podcast. It's Brooke
And Danielle. Hope you're all having a cozy fall morning, afternoon, night. Crisp. I like that word. Crunch.
Fall morning.
Pumpkin filled.
Yes. I'm actually drinking a hot pumpkin spice latte.
Wow.
It's really chilly. I actually will drink this today too, I promise.
Oh yeah, we'll have to do a checkpoint, but it'll be harder to see because it's a hot cup.
Yeah. You embraced fall this weekend.
I did. I said, you know what? Summer Danielle is over. I need fall.
And officially, did you really true fall foliage, cozy, gear, cozy, everything?
Oh yeah.
Do you feel really leaned in now?
I feel really leaned in. It's so funny. Meanwhile, you were literally in Florida.
Yeah, the difference between us.
Funny.
It was also hot.
Was it really? That must be weird.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting a little not
chill,
but it was,
It was toasty. I can't wait to hear about it. Brooke was at a wedding. I did some foliage hunting this weekend, if you will. So we have
on the lookout.
No, literally, it was such a lure this weekend. Ryan was like, "So you're going to look at trees?" Because I wanted him to do it, and he was like, "I just don't really feel called to foliage as much as you do." So I got a girl group together.
I see.
But then Ryan kept being like, "Sorry, we'll meet up later. Danielle's looking at trees right now." It was the whole thing.
You're an arborist.
Yeah, I'm an arborist. So we'll get all into that. But quick reminder, actually really exciting because as this episode's going up, tomorrow is our first live show.
The tour has begun. It's here, Philly. We're coming to you tomorrow. So if you don't have tickets, galsonthegopodcast.com, click the live show ticket tab and grab them. Then we're going to New York. And then the rest of them are in the new year. So get pumped. This tour is seriously so fun. We've done rehearsals,
dress rehearsals, all the things.
We're all prepped and ready. And all you have to do is just show up and come with a positive attitude and ready to have a good time.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a fun time. There might be a few surprises along the way. No promises, but I think there's some
special
fun things.
Guests,
special
maybe?
Guests? If you live near Philly and you want a last minute Thursday night plan, I feel like Thursday nights, I love Thursdays. I feel like you do too.
Yeah.
It's the start to the weekend. I think you should come to this one.
I think so too. In a time that we need lightness in this world, you
yes,
know,
that's something Peaceful Michelle would say.
I know it is. It's very fun, but truly, it's a fun, light girls' night. Especially after this weekend with my friends, I realize not to be so corny, but when you have a weekend where you're just laughing and having such a good time, and you're like, wow, I feel motivated for life again.
It really fuels the soul.
Not going to say that we're going to change your life, but maybe
no,
we will. I don't know.
I personally run under the circumstances that I need a belly laugh once a week. So allow this to hopefully be your belly laugh. We have some funny topics to chat about. We have games. We chat with you guys in the audience. You guys come on stage. There's lots of things to do. And the Philly show is also going to be super intimate. So I think it's worth coming to.
Yeah, I think so too.
I actually, this gal was on a run, and it's so funny. I noticed her because she was just looking because running is on my mind right now because the New York City Marathon actually would have just happened.
Yeah.
Also so funny. Ryan's like, yeah, my sister's running the marathon. I was like,
are you serious?
This is something to note. And he was like, wait, I think. I was like, Ryan, she either is running the New York Marathon or she's not.
I feel like there's no in between. There's no prelim no,
Ryan.
No.
And so I'm like, I'm just gonna text the source. So I text her and she's like, next year I am. But it's so him to be like, yeah, she's literally running. I'm like, Ryan, I'm flying that day. I would have loved to be there.
It's people fly in for it. Your friends and family come, and it's a big deal. It's you have a plan afterward, pack a snack. You come
the whole thing
ready to go. No, I feel like it's beyond a life accomplishment. It's something that so few people do.
Yeah,
so
and I think you have to get approved or qualified.
You have to rate. I heard about this straight from the source this week, and I did meet a runner.
You met a marathoner.
That's he's running the marathon this week. He's like, I'll give you my bib number so you could track me. It's legit. Yeah.
Wow.
And he was like, he got in through another. There's a few different routes, but the main route that most people do is you pledge to get $5,000 of donations.
Wow.
And if you don't hit those donations, allegedly, he said that it charges your card the difference.
Huh. And is the money, is it going towards a charity of your choice or it's going to the marathon?
You know, that's a wonderful question. And I don't know that. I thought your choice because I thought that people are like, I'm running for this.
Right.
I'm running for
like so special. So
like
I
on
feel
a
like
platform of,
because otherwise I feel like people would be like, all right, New York City Marathon, you guys have a lot of money. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
no, it must be.
It must be.
Wow. Who am I to speak? That could totally, I think it's true.
No, because I definitely see people
or you could get like a
money.
company to sponsor you. Like I think like New Balance like did some sort of contest. Like he's running with New Balance.
Oh, sick.
But like he won a contest or something. No, he entered like some general pool, and I think that you have to still do the qualifiers and stuff though. You can't just like have this be your first race.
Yeah,
you know, like you can't just be like, I decided I'm gonna run today. Like,
no,
I think that's how they keep it like
legit. Keep it like
tight.
Keep it tight and right. Yeah, that's really exciting. Oh, but the girl that I saw that was on a run.
Yes, is
she
running the marathon.
Yes, she was running the marathon on Sunday, and when me and Ryan were walking, she's like, I'm so sorry, I have to stop you. She was listening.
Oh my gosh.
Like, and I don't think Ryan's ever seen it where like they're actively listening to it.
That's
so I was
so
like,
cool.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah,
so shout out. She made me feel so cool. So thank you. And I wanted to tell you.
The runners listening to this are probably like, wow, they have no idea what they're talking about.
No, she is probably like, you have no idea. So that was really cool. And she was like, I'm listening. She said she's been to our live show before.
Oh, that's so fun.
She was listening to the part where we were talking about the live show. I was like,
come on out.
I know. I was like, you should come this year. She was like, I know. So
get your tickets. Wow, that's so fun. I feel like that is a place to meet and greet on the West Side Highway.
Oh yeah.
It's for me, like, you know, people, I know you love a West Side Highway over there. It's like, I never lived like really like close to the West Side Highway.
Yeah, it's like a whole lore. But even when I lived on the East Side, I would like walk 30 minutes to get there.
Yes.
But then it's like exhausting because then you've already walked so much to get there.
But it's beautiful and it's so worth it. But that is where the hot people are. Let me tell you, it is intimidating. They are so hot.
No, you can't just like that's why I don't always walk on the West Side Highway because everyone's got their bala bangles on their wrists and their ankles, and they've got their fanny pack and the slick back with the clean girl Olaplex bun. Like you're right. It's
I feel like you come to show like but. And men and women, everybody alike. I just feel like you're like, oh my God, model, stunning, gorgeous.
Literally.
Yeah.
It's a great, and you like definitely see people typically. There's people on their walks. I will say, and like I don't mean this towards a slight towards runners, but like being a walker, I definitely feel so shitty about myself when people run by me.
Do they say like on your left?
Sometimes. Or a lot of times it's just like puff and puff because
you have to pass.
Yeah, I think we almost need like a runner's lane on the West Side Highway.
That's a smart idea.
Yeah, because I feel bad for the runners because I'm a fast walker and I get frustrated behind like someone that's walking a little slower than me. I know you do too. So I can't even imagine if I'm running and there's people like we got to figure it out.
I landed at JFK yesterday.
Did you?
Delta JFK.
Oof.
You know how big that terminal is? I didn't realize I had never been back that far. I was at the last possible gate.
Probably hit 10,000 steps just going to the terminal.
And I said, let me show you some real speed. Ben was picking me up and I literally, I was passing people. Like, I was basically on your right with my suitcase.
Oh my God.
I will, like, if I'm in a rush though, I will pass, you know. In the Atlanta airport, people are in a rush and they are passing left and right. That is a scary place
I often get like body checked by people in the Atlanta airport.
There's no lanes. It's just a free-for-all.
You're so right. It's a free-for-all. Did you have a connection there?
I had a connection at Atlanta and there were people on my like first flight that were also making a connection in Atlanta that like it was an even tighter connection. And I saw them like legit sprinting off the plane. I was like, you know, when they like get up immediately when it lands and they're like, I have a connection. Like,
I know. I have like a whole thing with that because like so many people have connections. So it almost needs, and I'm not against like if you are about to miss your flight because I know this will happen to us one day where it's like I need to get
that one time, but we had to stop and get food.
Oh my God.
I made us stop at Bojangles.
Almost literally the Bojangles was next to where we were boarding. Yeah. But we were literally about to miss our flight because we did need the food. Like we were going to LA. It was gonna be a long flight.
And then they were like, "Oh, we'll bring it to you like on the flight." Didn't they bring it to us on the flight?
I can't remember if they did,
or if we got it right before.
Or if I think we ended up getting it, and we were walking with it. I remember it smelled like Bojangles. We're like, "Oh my God!" It's like when you're late to class in high school, and then you're holding like a fresh coffee. It's like, well, that's why you're late. But I have that whole thing because I almost feel like people. I don't know how we can do this, but if it can be announced before, like. there is a group going to Kansas City. Please stay seated. Like, I don't know. But I guess then it's just like we're doing it for everyone. And
I don't know if the airline keeps track of the connecting people either. Because you know how they like make the announcement? They're like, if you are connecting, check your local gates. Like they don't like they make it your job.
You're right. Every now and then they'll be like, if you're going to Indiana, here, but you're right. Usually it's like,
I know. I feel like for the most part, they're like,
pass.
that's on you. Like
I know. It's definitely so stressful. We're about to be traveling so much.
I know.
Like so much.
I know. I feel like we need to strategically plan. I try not to do especially when you have somewhere to be.
Yeah.
Specific time. Like if it's a hard time, you need to be like when we have shows, like the connections, that's risky.
It's very risky. And like, I mean, for our Midwest part, like I think we're going to be driving a lot.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't like particularly decided.
Yeah. There's
we got to figure that
travel
one out.
of it all.
But I'm definitely getting more comfortable with, and I feel like you are too, carrying on.
Me too. Well, yeah, I just did that because of the quick times.
Yeah, you don't want to stress that. Yeah. And like, I actually find it easier when you're going for an event. All you need is like that outfit.
Yeah.
And some comfy clothes.
Easy, boom, done.
Yeah, easy, boom, done. Like even I'm thinking about for our Texas trip that we would have just been on to this. I just need my Sabrina Carpenter outfit.
I think I might do a Karen. My Karen's already out. I'm like,
and I think they're giving us like a little get ready outfit.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then dinner outfit, you know? Like
I will say, you know me, on the brand trips, I want to take it all home. I want to take every last piece. Like I want, even if they give me like a little nail file, I'm like, it's coming with me,
home
you know?
with me.
Like I will open every piece
of course, yeah.
So maybe I'll check on the way home.
Yeah, you can always check on the way home. I'm also trying to figure out, I hope this is relatable to anyone. We're just talking about travel. I love to talk about travel. Gals on the go. You know what? That's what our podcast is all about. I always wonder, and I think I've asked you this before, like if you can do your extender on the carry-on. I know one time you did like half of it and it worked. But if you did the whole extender, if you opened it, do you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Like, does that fit in the overhead compartment?
I feel like it would fit, but it depends how strict. You know how some people, when you're getting on the plane, they measure your bag. Yeah. Like, they take out the tape measure and they're like, no. And some of them, like, let it slide. Yeah. Some people are really strict on the 3 bags because I've done, like, when I have a little crossbody, and I could totally fit it in my big bag, but it's just for comfort. I like to keep my items on me.
Right there.
You know? Like, especially when you're doing international. Yeah. I like to keep my passport on my person. Normal. But sometimes they'll be like, you got to consolidate to 3 bags. I'm like, wow, you're really paying attention, which I commend you for. Like, that is your job, essentially. But
definitely part of the job.
Sometimes I feel like they let it slide. Sometimes they don't.
They definitely do. You're so right. I don't know. And it's like, you don't really want to test your limits because then you're about to you're at the gate and you can't just like be vulnerable right then and there with the suitcase. So I don't know. We'll see. Just
girly things.
But, should we do our favorites?
Yeah, let's do it.
Kick it.
I love this primer that I'm using. I feel like I do skin prep. Yeah. You know, like I love a serum. You talked about the Charlotte Tilbury serum. I've been liking that. But now I haven't used like a primer literally since like OG makeup days, I feel like. Maybe like something that has a little tint or whatever. But this is like the Refi Glow primer. Have you seen this one?
Is this the one that you roll?
Yes. I saw enough people using it on TikTok and honestly, I had to like find it. Like I'm Googling like roll-on primer because I didn't know what it was. It's the Refi brand, which they do like the brow product that everybody likes.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the combination of all my makeup that's hitting or if it's just, but I have to say like my makeup is locked when I use this.
So I was going to ask why you like it. Is it because it keeps your makeup on or because of the rolly thing? Like,
I like the application process. I don't think it like does it. Like it's not like it's like, it's fun, but it's not like I feel like it does anything. Okay. I actually roll it on and then I use my makeup sponge to kind of like make sure it like really gets in.
That makes sense. Yeah.
But I feel like the combination of this with the foundation on top, like it really, it's my makeup is secure.
And you put it to the test at the wedding, I assume. And
put it to the test. Yeah.
Long wear.
Now, to be fair, I took my time on the wedding makeup, but I've been using this primer.
That's so fun to do.
Yeah. Oh, it's so fun. Yeah. It's the best. So I think it's the glow. There's a few different ones, but it's like the one, it's the Sephora sale maybe right now. When this goes up.
Yeah, I think it is. Oh my gosh. I'm sure
Happy
Brooke and I will
Sephora sale to those who celebrate.
Oh my goodness.
You can follow us on Instagram. We'll post like our recs and everything for that. I'm sure that you are plugged into that as well. I go hard for this one because I'm starting to get like holiday gifts for people.
Oh yes. That's really nice of you. I'm like, what refills do I need?
No, of course I check myself off first.
But like what kind of holiday gifts are you getting like on Sephora? Other than like, so there's the kids. Or like
I'll-
refills for people?
I don't get like the Sephora gift sets. I'll get like if I know like my mom likes a specific brand or product or something, like
that
I
makes
would get
sense.
like that,
Like a perfume.
You know?
Like
And my
stuff
cousins, I get them. I feel like the stuff from Sephora because like
yes.
I know that they're into makeup. I'm like, oh, this is like great. And
Yeah.
like it's got the wrapping on it already. Like
No,
you
it's
just have to
so
add a bow.
true. So funny too about gifts. Like you kind of have to take into account like who did I do gifts with last year?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like every year it changes. Like there was a period in time when like some of my friend groups we would all do gifts for each other, or you know, our friend group we do like Secret Santa.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to take into account, okay, who do I need to start? And I've definitely started my list of like, oh, okay, my mom mentioned this, I'm gonna write that down.
Yep.
It's always key to have that list because then you have a reference.
Totally.
It's
I have
the
a running
best.
list too. Yeah, like gift. Whenever I'm like shopping with my mom and she loosely mentions, it's like the thing like when you mention you like milk and you come home and like your dad bought like 8 things of milk or
Yes.
something.
Oh my god.
It's me with my mom. I'm like, you mentioned you like this product one time, so I got you the jumbo size.
No, literally, it's like, so I got you the Costco version.
Yeah.
No, that's literally, my dad literally sent me something yesterday. He's like, do you need a refill of that? And I was like, yeah. He sent me 7 bottles of it. It's like a vitamin I take. I'm like, okay.
Oh,
So
that's
I
so
don't.
nice.
I don't
That's
even
so
know
your
sort.
dad core.
Oh.
Sends you a vitamin.
Oh, and then he just sent me these chew tablets. I have to chew 10 of them a day, and it like gets your like, I don't even know. I haven't even looked into it. I'm like, Dad, like you have to ask me first because what if I don't want to include that in my everyday routine?
Yeah. Well, you have to try it, I guess.
They're like
to
these
see.
little green spheres, 10 of them a day.
And
It's-
what are they going to change your life?
It has
or
like
are they-
spirulina and all these greens, and I don't know if it's gonna change my life. I mean, I'm down for it, but I'm like, Dad, I already take. You've seen
Yeah.
my supplements I take every day.
No, Danielle takes the
so
supplements
many.
that like a 90-year-old person takes. Like honestly,
I have like the big medicine organizer. Like,
I feel like that's the same amount.
no, it is, and it's about to be more. I can't.
Like you're
and-
taking it multiple times in the day. Like aren't there some that you have to take morning and night? Or no, you're taking all
Yes. There's like I take
That's-
magnesium at
it's
night.
admin.
Yeah, it's admin, and now I take this thing before every meal for my blood sugar. Like it's,
But
just
it's good. I'm not. I crap on you because I can't stick to a regimen. Like I'm the
I
opposite.
crap on you
Crap- No, I don't want
Do
to.
you take anything?
Yum.
every day.
Seed, but like I've been,
Yeah.
like I've been like traveling and I forgot it, and then I like what?
Sorry, I got excited. You know what I started doing, which is so you probably already do this. I was really bad. I take my seed like after I eat with all my vitamins, but you're supposed to take it like before you eat. I think,
Yeah.
technically. Which probably isn't an issue for you because you don't really eat breakfast always.
Mm.
I've started putting it next to my coffee machine, so while my coffee's making, I just take it.
That's convenient. I'm so if it's not out, I forget about it
Right.
as well. Like I have the supplement thing, and then I take the like mega pills, the like wellness ones when I'm sick,
Oh yeah,
and I feel like
wellness
those
formula.
really work. Yeah.
I feel like I'm not sick, but I'm fixing to get sick soon. I feel like it. But Brooke and I just got our flu shots.
Yeah, we're secure.
Yeah.
Did you get a little sick after?
No, I didn't.
But your arm hurts.
My arm really hurts.
It'll go away.
I did it. I didn't even take your advice because I did it. Brooke told me to do it in the morning, so the effects hit at night. But I did it at like 4 o'clock because I was like nervous I was gonna be hungover and like. But I think I slept. I did wake up in the middle of the night really hot, and I had to like undress.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Little
beauty of
some
living
effect.
alone, I was like,
Yeah.
whoa. And I felt fine. So just a little sore arm.
Yeah.
But I'm proud of us because we're just about to be like with many people all around.
Meet
like,
and greets. We want to.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah, the show must go on. So
Of course. Yeah.
we're ready to go. But I just feel like life's about to get really busy.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah. So that's the supplement journey I'm on.
I honestly have hated wearing bras for years, in particular underwire bras. It would be the first thing I would take off the second I got home, but truly, Skims has changed that. I finally found an underwire bra that I actually love. Like, I get excited to put it on. My girls have never looked better. It's safe to say that underwire bras are back. Like, truly, I love these Skims bras. Like, I put on a tank top now and I look like a whole new woman. Like, it elevates the look. I gotta say it. Like, I don't even know how else to put it. I feel like I've seen so many people love the Skims Ultimate Bra all over my feed, so I wanted to try one for myself, and it really gives the most amazing shape. Like, those have never looked so good, I do have to say. So shop Skims bras at skims.com. It's now available in 62 sizes from 38 to 46H. If you haven't yet, be sure to let them know we sent you. And after you place your order, select podcast in the survey and select our show in the drop-down menu that follows. It'll really help us out because we love Skims.
So what's your favorite?
Oh yeah. Speaking of Refi Primer, my favorite is something that I got on by TikTok Shop. It's I wonder if this is on your side of TikTok. Probably not because you don't have extensions. It's the IGK anti-social dry hair mask. Did you see it?
No.
It's not only if you have hair extensions, but I wrote down the description. It's a bond-building dry hair mask that repairs and softens with no need to rinse or restyle hair. It's a lightweight formula. It hydrates and adds shine without leaving any residue, making it perfect for extension. So like I noticed, so at night before I go to bed, I'll just spray it on my ends. And I feel like it's just been helping like, you know, build the bonds with the ends. I don't know. Feels like it's doing something.
Two things. First,
okay.
A new kind of like jargon unlocked that I'm really enjoying using is in your community. So I say this for like when Ben will tell me like, oh, did you see this on the internet? I'm like, oh, that's probably very popular in your community. Like, so I feel like that's very like,
it's in my community.
Yeah, like I feel like that's very like in my community. But I mean, we have a community, Gals on the Go. I would say,
of course, we've got a few communities.
Yeah,
like you definitely have that community of little meme hello.
That's what I'm saying. Like you could say side of the internet, but I think community is so funny to say. Like, oh, in your community, you guys like, and then in my community, I will say my side of TikTok. I'm on the Build-A-Bear Capybara Sprinkles TikTok.
What is that sentence?
Okay,
I know what Build-A-Bear is, and that's everything I know. Capybara.
Do you know what that is? It's like an animal.
Let me look it up.
Okay, it's an animal, and so I'm on the side of TikTok where they're like, there's a capybara at Build-A-Bear that has like that they.
Oh, is this that?
It's the thing with the big eyes, right?
It looks like a rodent of sorts.
Yes, yes.
Loading, of course.
Yes, they make that into memes. You've seen this before.
Okay, so and it's a Build-A-Bear. They have this animal,
and at Build-A-Bear they have a capybara that.
It's not even.
No, it's actually not the one that I was thinking of. But it is that. But there's another one that like has a small thing that has big eyes. How big is the actual capybara? Does it say
20 to 24 inches?
Oh, it's small. Okay.
Yeah, if that thing was bigger, I'd get so scared.
But he's cute. He's delicate, I think. Isn't he gentle? No, I don't know.
Look up a Build-A-Bear capybara.
So Build-A-Bear, and then they have the capybara that has sprinkles on it for holiday. It's so random, but these videos are going so viral.
Wait, what? This is the most random thing of mine. It's literally like a sprinkle.
Yes.
Okay, so we will be putting a photo in the newsletter.
Yeah.
So you guys can see this. So, and
it's going viral on TikTok. Like people are like, I got the viral sprinkles capybara.
People our age.
Yes, I swear.
I just like have a lot of questions. Oh, well then I see there's a giant capybara from Build-A-Bear.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It was bigger maybe?
No, I was telling all my friends about it this weekend because there was a Build-A-Bear actually in 30A. And I was like, did you guys see the viral capybara sprinkles? And they were like, you are literally smoking crack. Like, I don't know what's wrong with you. That's in my community. We have that.
I just like I have lots of questions.
I don't know.
Do you collect do you like this?
So originally I didn't, but then I started like looking for it to reference it for my friends.
Oh,
and then I found, but these are crazy. I'm talking like 500K likes. Like these are big videos. They're not like little niche like.
No, I don't just believe that.
People I'm sure listening have seen it. I mean, maybe like they put me in the bucket of my community, jelly cats, capybara.
Yeah,
like I'm sure I'm there. I'm getting served this gingerbread pillow. Have you been served that?
No.
In my community, they know that I like the gingerbread.
But I also wonder if this is just a me thing, you know? Like I'm definitely.
But I didn't get IGK. Like I think that we're in different communities.
What is it called? Like, gingerbread?
Gingerbread pillow.
Oh.
It's just like you can. No. It's just you've seen this before. They sell it at Home Goods and stuff. But then there's.
Oh my God, obsessed. Like that? Like the one on the right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's a cute holiday decor. Yeah. Oh, so just
but they're like the viral gingerbread pillow is less than the cost of a taco. Like, have you seen those?
No.
The phrasing is ridiculous.
They're just like being funny.
They say like to get a deal, they'll be like, oh, because they're trying to sell
justify it. They're trying to justify the price.
Because they're trying to sell the product. That's why like TikTok Shop is kind of.
Wait, I like really want this pillow for Christmas now.
Oh, that's the Pottery Barn version.
Yeah. Of course, that's the one I'm looking at.
You're not talking about the viral $10 cost of a taco.
Yeah, no. Oh my God, no, I want a taco.
Me too. You know what I saw at the airport that reminded me so, like I was taken back? Willie's.
Oh my God.
I know.
That was so college core for us.
And I was in line. I was like, all right, I'm going to get some Willie's.
Aww.
You know, I had to step out of line because the employees were fighting so much that like
it made you
like
not.
I was like, I don't I don't know if I like want to be a part of this.
I don't want
Like,
to be a part.
this is not in my community.
This is not for me.
They
like,
were going at each
about
other.
what? Just like, hey,
Like the
get out
work,
of my
like,
way.
you know, like, well, you didn't do this and you didn't do that. And like, oh, like you do this wrong. And like,
Like, am I about to eat a wrong meal? Like, that
yeah,
doesn't feel
no.
right.
And they were like so focused on the fight, like as they should be, like, you know, that they were like, they were like half like serving the people like, in a fight, but like real, like you're real for that.
But you're so real for that. Yeah, they're not fighting backstage. They're fighting on stage.
Yeah.
Stage left and stage right.
Uh-huh.
Like, what do you want? Okay, see, so, or do you ever feel like when someone is like, if you're at Chipotle and someone's like learning, like, it's their day, I'm like, I'm a part of this.
You're like a practice.
Yeah. Or like I was at Lululemon recently and the
Yeah,
girl,
yeah.
I was like, oh, can I get a gift receipt? And she was like, oh no, I'll have to start over. So then the guy came over and he's like, okay, so. And I'm like, and he was like, do you mind if I show? I'm like, no, of course. Yeah. So I can act as the customer. Like,
POV, I come back up. You're like,
yeah.
can I
no,
get a gift
okay.
receipt?
Yeah, I know. I was like, tell me what I need to do to be a part of employee training. Like, it's just like a really fun experience.
That's great. That's in your community, you like to cosplay as.
Yes. My community, I
Like,
also like,
your community is very cosplay.
yeah, like
Yeah.
wedding rehearsals. I like those.
Oh, of course.
I think I do think the day that you're in in a wedding and do
I
the
know.
rehearsal,
I know.
you're-
Maybe I'll get invited one day. I don't know.
Oh. Well, let me tell you, you can be in mine. You will be in mine.
Oh, thank you.
Not can. Will.
I can.
But you can. I meant to say you
You
can look
too
forward
can
to
have-
that. But I think there'll be weddings before that you're in
I think so too. I think there will be a few in some
very soon.
time.
Probably.
Yeah. Get excited. Big
Get
things. Big things coming up.
Brooke is a bridesmaid
first-
episode. It'll be dropping. It'll be
Very
a big day,
exciting.
like a press conference. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Well, speaking of, you went to a wedding.
I did go to a wedding. That was actually my first college friend's wedding, which I was thinking is because you've been to some college friends'
I've been
weddings.
to 3. It's not crazy.
I've gone to high school friends' weddings, but not.
Oh yeah, but not college.
No college. New category
So
unlocked.
it was. That's what I was mean when I was asking. I was like, "That's the first time you guys have all had a wedding all together."
Yes,
right?
first time in a wedding altogether. First, and actually, the bride and the groom both went to Georgia, similar to
So
the wedding
fun.
you went to. So it's
Yeah.
very exciting because it's
So fun.
college reunion vibes. Yeah, I found out. I want to share this because I don't know if it's like relatable to anybody else. So all of my friends, we were all like months ago. They were like, "Let's get a big house." Everybody that wasn't in the wedding.
Okay.
But like my friend group from college,
Yeah.
you know, and then like we all have boyfriends at this point, which is kind of crazy. Literally every person has a boyfriend or a fiance.
That
I know,
is crazy.
right?
Good for you guys.
Like serious relationships too,
Yeah.
you know. So then they're like, okay, like let's get a big enough house so like it can accommodate everybody.
Yeah.
They arranged for it, whatever. I found out, and this is just like gonna be the way it is, but I found out a month ago that Ben was working night shifts this week, so he was not able to make the wedding. And like I'm so dramatic. I'm like, oh my god, like
can
what?
we talk about these night shifts though?
Yeah, we could. We'll get there next.
Yeah,
We'll get
we have to talk about
the
those
night
too.
shift.
Yeah.
The night shift. I worked a night shift.
No, Brooke
Basically.
literally just finished a night shift. Like, just wait. But so Ben sadly couldn't come.
Yeah, and I was like, at first I was sad, and then like I accepted it, and then I was like, oh shit. Like as I was like in the car, like getting there, I was like, oh my god, am I gonna like hate my life?
No.
Because it turned out that I was the only one. Everybody was able to, like boyfriends, whatever, were able to go. But you know, I'm so glad that I still went. Like I still felt
course.
great and include like this was one of my friends, like best friends
Yeah.
from college. Like I'm gonna show up. But like I definitely felt like it sometimes I was like, oh, this kind of sucks. And everyone's like, oh, where's Ben? And I hate having to
That's
all
the
the
worst
time.
part.
And then like, not that I care about what people think about my relationship because I truly don't. Because like I feel secure in my
Yeah,
relationship.
like, you're the one in it.
Yeah.
You know it.
More so for the like college reunion people. Like not my
Yeah.
friends, like the other people I'm seeing for the first time. I want to show up with my boyfriend and be happy and be like, I want you to meet this person. Like, you know, in my community, I want them to feel
My community is very important to me. That the boyfriend meets
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah. And it was just like such a great wholesome time and seeing all my friends' boyfriends like interact and whatever. And
Aw.
like,
It made you wish he was
yeah,
there.
yeah. And then, you know, but if you guys date someone in healthcare, maybe you gotta like, or just
Care wags
unite. Like,
in your community. No, there's definitely
Yeah.
a lot of them. I feel like so.
or not even just
flood
that, like
Brooke
any sort of
DMs.
job, I guess,
Yeah.
that is like shift work, even like where you can't really control your schedule. It's like the lack of control of the schedule that's like
Yeah.
really getting to me a little bit. It's not even my schedule, so I feel for you guys.
Yeah, no,
Wow.
that's like so frustrating. And I remember when we were in Alabama, he was like, "I think I'm gonna be able to go to the wedding," and it was like this whole
because he wasn't
thing.
working weekends. But
Yeah.
he worked a night shift that ended at 8 a.m. the day of the wedding.
Right, like he technically
Yes.
wasn't working that day, but yeah, he
There was no flight that
and
would
it's
have
not
gotten
an
him
easy
there.
flight. Like he
No,
could
we
get to
connected.
connect.
Yeah,
Ugh.
the flight that would have gotten him there, like to end it, like he would have arrived after the wedding. So then like,
And he would have been literally so tired.
yes,
He'd been up
exactly. No
all
sleep.
night.
Yeah. It just, it wasn't feasible. But anyway.
How was it like in the house with all the couples?
I was so nervous when I was pulling up. I'm not gonna lie. Even though like they're my best friends, but I was like, oh, and I showed up late. Like I like not purposely, but I was like, I'm gonna take the most convenient flight for me. So like, I did like the Delta one with the least time in between,
Yeah.
So I showed up. I was one of the last ones, and like all the rooms were claimed. I was like, fuck. All right, I'm gonna sleep on this couch. But they like did think about me. They're like, you can be on the lower bunk.
So you were in so there were like rooms with bunk beds?
Yeah, there was another couple was in there too.
So were they
were
in the
okay
same
with
bunk?
Yeah, it was like full size bunk beds.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Were you like
I felt so bad. I was like, I'm so sorry. Like I can sleep on the couch upstairs, and they're like, please don't be stupid. Like you're sleeping in the room with us. So I was like,
no, and like especially after a wedding and stuff, like everyone's so drunk and tired.
totally.
Like,
It ended up not even
funny
being a
business.
problem. I feel like when I first arrived, though, I felt like the kid that no one picked in gym class. Like I like literally showed up and I was like, oh, I swear someone loves me. Like
and everyone, especially in that house, knows that. At least all the girls, like all the people that they all knew what was going.
Yeah.
So.
No, and even if you're single, I feel like you just have to go in.
You
and
lean in
it, and yeah.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything from products to content to time, all in one place, all on your terms. We love Squarespace. That's what we use to make our beautiful website, galsinthegopodcast.com. If you haven't checked it out, you should now. And it truly is so amazing for entrepreneurs. There's so many different features that you can use to optimize your life, honestly. You can set up email campaigns. You can have videos on like your own platform on the website, which is really nice. So that's great. You don't have to direct them to somewhere else. Analytics for days. I mean, you can measure your end-to-end online performance with powerful website and seller analytics. You can get insights on like top traffic sources, understand how your reach is growing, track sale metrics, and learn where to focus new engagement. There's seriously so many great opportunities. You can put donations on there if that's something that is going with what you're doing. Truly, the options are endless. So we absolutely love Squarespace here at Gals on the Go. Head to squarespace.com/gals to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain using the code GALS.
Do you cry at weddings?
I do.
Yeah.
But not every time. This last wedding I went to, I didn't cry.
So it has to really be like touch you.
I hate the whole, oh my God, I'm gonna cry. I'm literally like, my friends be like, I'm literally gonna cry. I'm like, okay, cry if you feel moved. I'm sorry. Was this like what you were gonna say, or am
No, it's funny. You're like the anticipatory.
I was like, actually, I would like to talk about this because everyone's like, no, like I literally put on waterproof mascara because I'm gonna cry at this wedding, and like, if you're the bride, you're gonna cry. If you're the groom, you're gonna cry. Like a lot of people are going to cry, but I don't like the notion of like let's prepare to cry.
I see.
What if you don't cry? Then
Yeah.
it's like you hyped it up to everyone around you.
Yeah, that is true. That's valid.
But yes, I've cried at a lot of weddings because it's so touching.
Yeah,
Did you sob?
I cried actually. I've cried at most weddings I've been to so far actually, because if it's family or friend, whatever, no matter what, I cry when they walk down the aisle. Honestly, like that's when it like.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I feel like it's just the vision of them in the wedding dress, and you're like, wow, we're grown up. Like it's like a lot of realizations at once. You know,
it's the growing up. It's the dad handing or whoever that's
the parents and the grandparents.
Oh fuck.
At this one, it was like Nana present me the ring because she was using her grandma's ring. I was like, I'm done. I've seen enough.
Sold.
There was another like really emotional moment in the dances, but like it wasn't like crying for the bit of it. Like we were all like, I don't know how I can go on. Like it was almost uncomfortable. Like we were like, oh my gosh, like how are we like, you know what I mean? Like it was like, oh my gosh. But that's how you know it's a good wedding. Like I explained it to people. I'm like, it was so like personal.
Yeah.
It was one of those weddings where I was like, I felt so like. It wasn't very big. It was like 100 people or something. And it was really just everyone there like meant something to them. And it felt so personal. I think that's what it is.
Best. And like at the end of the day, you're there celebrating love. So
yeah,
like
you're
it's
right.
going
It should be
to get emotional.
Well, yeah.
It should be personal. But sometimes it doesn't like maybe
resonate.
Feel that and resonate for you. Like it could be your partner's friends or your partner's family or someone that, you're not super close with, but you still want to be there to support them.
Yeah.
Whatever it may be. But Yeah. No, I mean, I don't want to be negative about the crying. It's just sometimes people overhype the crying.
For sure.
It's like cry if you're sad or you're emotional or if you're
Yeah.
happy. But we don't need to
Yeah.
make it. I'm literally crying.
No. I feel like when they walked down the aisle, I like cried for like not cried for the bit, but cried for the like, you know,
Like,
she's in
wow,
the dress.
whoa.
But then like there's moments where you're like a speech or something where you're like that like hit
It's
something
touching
in me,
when it's
you know?
touching, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
But I guess I am kind of like I'm realizing about myself. I'm pretty emotional with that
Yeah.
sort of stuff.
You're people don't always realize this. I didn't realize this about you
Yeah,
until
yeah.
you got in a relationship. Like you're very lovey.
Oh, that's sweet.
It's really
I'm
sweet.
a
You've
lover
got this
girl.
like
Yeah.
you started to melt. No, it's
Lover
I just
girl.
hadn't seen you as a lover girl.
Yeah.
And you're definitely
Yeah.
a lover girl. And for other people too, and other people's love
Yeah.
and emotions
Yeah,
and
yeah.
relationships.
I feel like it's like the books I read in my community. We
Yeah.
feel very connected. Anyways,
so
going back to
fun.
night shift,
Yeah,
and then I'll conclude my.
No,
journey.
keep going because this night shift stuff is crazy and you obviously have to
Yeah.
talk with the task rabbit.
So you guys who work night shifts out there, like I salute. Like you are truly doing the. I don't even know. Like it's amazing how you do that because when you think about it in theory, you're like, oh, okay, it's fine. Like you're just on opposite schedule, but like
Yeah.
truly your life is flip flopped upside down. Like you're like, when do I eat breakfast? Like, oh my gosh, you would
Yeah.
hate it. You would hate the
Oh
timing
no,
of the eating.
it's like I would go to bed at breakfast time. Fuck no.
Yeah. So Ben's in medical school, so he was assigned a night shift in the gynecology or obstetrics, I guess, unit, like for giving birth. Well, he wasn't giving birth. He's
No, when you told me
aiding-
that, I was like, holy shit, Ben's like doing that right
yeah,
now.
yeah,
Like we were at an event and Ben's just like
delivering
delivering
babies.
like-
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
crazy.
Yeah, really crazy. I feel like I saw the one video in health class. I was like, I've seen enough.
Yeah, that
you.
is good.
In
No,
my
but
opinion.
he'll be so great when you have a baby one day. I was thinking about that.
Yeah, no, it's really nice to like, I just all
Very
that they go
comforting.
through. It's like so impressive. So it was
So
6 to like, no, actually it was earlier than that. I want to say like 5:30 he had to arrive and like he left at like 7:30
AM.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So it's like a long shift too.
That's so long.
But I was like, how am I going to do this? Because like
Like, this
that's-
affects me.
Yeah, well, because I was like, all right, so then he comes home and sleeps
Yeah.
from like 8 a.m. to like 3. But those are my times that I'm like in my apartment,
You're
vlogging,
vlogging,
like I'm
calls.
Yeah. So he slept in the second room on the pullout. I don't know how we would do this long term though, because that's like not a long term solution.
No, that's not a long term solution. But didn't you say like normally
it's
it
in
wouldn't
weeks.
be? Yeah.
When he is in residency, like it'll
Yeah.
have to be probably again. But I guess I just like in my head, like I didn't really prepare for the night shift this week. Like I didn't really think. I mean, I prepared for him, but I was like, okay, we'll sleep in the 2 rooms, whatever. I got a new piece of furniture delivered, and I was like, oh, this can't just in the box. I need it to be put together. I've been like hiring task rabbits to put together the furniture.
And you said you wanted to like surprise him.
totally, because he's been so like, you know,
Yeah.
he's stressed. Like, look, beautiful new furniture.
morning.
It's done. Like,
yeah, you don't have to worry about it.
Because
Like,
if I told him like, oh, I want to get this put together, he would be like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do
right,
it. You know,
you didn't want to
no.
stress him with that, but you also wanted it done ASAP because you were tired of looking at the box, which I relate to. I understand.
Yes, and I also knew that I was traveling a lot coming up. I was
Yeah.
like, this is not gonna get done if I don't
Yeah.
oversee the
Oversee production. You know how Halle Batchelder is always like production.
Yes.
Like,
I mean, oversee production like construction. I guess I should say.
oversee
Like,
construction. Got our
Construction
contractor
management.
Michio over here. Yeah.
I did it for the middle of the day, seemingly like, you know, that's a normal time. I knew I would
TaskRabbit
be
was
home,
on too,
whatever.
yeah.
The TaskRabbit shows up. Well, actually, he's about to show up, and I texted him, and I was like, by the way, like I'm gonna be pretty quiet. My boyfriend's sleeping in the other room. Like, if we could just try to keep the noise to a minimum.
You messaged him that?
Yeah, before he showed up. Just so he
Arrive
can
quiet.
Slam open the
Yeah,
door. And he's
yeah.
like, where's the project?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Well, it's noon. Like, no, most people would be like normal volume around.
Yeah.
You know,
And you're like,
well,
just, if you could
you're
just
woken up. I was like, if you could just try to be a little bit more quiet, whatever. And he was like, okay, but I use power tools. So that's when he wrote back. And I was like, oh shit, I did not think about that. It's like, no worries. No, I'm not gonna reschedule.
But
like,
then you
know?
say to him, like, if you could just keep it quiet.
Yeah, if
like,
you could just try your best. Like,
be quiet with the power tools. I'm like, what?
No, he was too. I felt so bad. He was doing it like, "Rah, rah." Like instead of like letting it rip. Like,
Yeah, he's like, maybe this will be more mindful. This poor guy, you're like, hey, so build this huge thing, just do it quietly. Like, Brooke, what were you
I
thinking?
don't know. I did have the thought of like, I wanted to tell him that someone else was there just in case like they popped out, because I feel like that can be alarming to someone. Like, I'm
Man.
interacting with him and he's just surprised. Like,
Hey, what are you doing in my place? Yeah.
well, I guess that.
So you told the guy.
I told, of course, yeah. So then I was like, be quiet. So he starts putting it together. He really was pretty quiet.
Yeah.
I mean, as quiet as he could be.
Right.
Like,
It's really funny. I didn't know that part.
But it does eventually wake Ben. By this point, it's like 1. So he's like slept for like a little bit of time. And he's like, I'm in my room. He's in his
room for the
second bedroom. He like opens the door and he's like, Brooke. Because he hears like this construction probably, and he like walks into the living room. He's like, "Oh my god!" All I heard was that, and then I ran because I like
there's a man in here.
He was like, "Bro, I'm in my box." He was shirtless in his
like,
boxers. Like he just woke up. He was, "Why is this man here?" Whatever. It's like,
You're like, "Oh, just go back to bed, sweetie." Like
I
you
was
never saw.
please. I was like, I have this guy working on a project for us.
I'm overseeing construction.
I'm overseeing.
I thought this was the perfect week to do it, right? Like
when you're
night shift week, when he's nocturnal for the week.
I felt
No, when you told me that, I lost it.
You have to tell me when someone's here. I just walked out in my boxer.
I'm embarrassed.
I was like, I am so sorry. Normally he's not home during the day,
Right,
so I just didn't even think about it. And I was like trying to surprise him and do something. Like I truly had no idea. And then I thought about it. I was like, you must have been so scared. Like,
yeah, that is so scary.
Oh my god, he's like cutting up my body or something. Stop.
Dexter style.
Oh my god.
I sleep during the day one time. Oh my god. Yeah, that would be so scary. Well, I also think you need to put a picture in the newsletter of this new furniture. Like I haven't seen the furniture.
Oh, it's like a new under TV system.
I want to see it. The people want to see it. We love home.
I will show you. Yeah, it's coming together. Anyways, so that was that. And night shift, it's over
now.
Over now, and now he's on a back to like a normal schedule. But I'm about to leave, and like how it goes. Yeah. So remember that week I was waking up at like 7 a.m. going to sleep like really early, like that.
Out the door.
That was a joke, actually.
Yeah, that was funny.
That wasn't Brooke. That was
no. Winter arc starts now. Actually.
Yeah, we're restarting. So that was my week. Night shift into.
No, I feel like I saw you a few times last week, and you were definitely like
off.
You were off, not like mood wise, but you said it. You were like, this is like I'm just so confused. Like I'm like waking, like you were waking up a little earlier in hopes to like see him,
to pass him like 2 ships in the night.
Yeah.
I know, because there were days that it was.
But it makes you miss them,
for sure. Even when he's on normal shift, like it's, like he's in like a year where it's like a lot. It's just, it's hard. Like they're doing the work and then they're studying right after. And it's really.
That's crazy.
Because there's a test then. Like it's so, you have to be so passionate about it to do it. Otherwise you would just quit.
You just wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
He's definitely passionate.
Yeah.
It's very.
And all of his friends are too. Like they're very,
in his community.
In his community. They accept the night shift. No, you have to. There's literally no choice. Because I was like, we can't move around this. Like, there's just, you can't. Like,
he just gets assigned, basically.
Yeah. I mean, I think, like, if you have emergencies and stuff like that, like, of course, there's, like, workarounds.
Yeah.
But, like, for the most part, you can't just be like, I have a wedding, by the way. They're like, cool. Like,
that's kind of crazy, though. Like, if it was, like for this one, it was your friend. But what if it was, like, his sister?
I don't know. Well, that I feel like would be like one of, he would say like,
this is one of my days.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know like how.
It's hard to gauge like how. I feel like you just want to be like a yes man, like in that environment. You want to be the type of person who's like, of course, like, because if you give them trouble, it's just like, then you're a person who gives them trouble.
I know. You don't want to like be that person. Ugh,
yeah.
That's the worst.
I know.
Well, I'm glad it's over for now. And that story is just funny.
That was my brain, poor planning. He went.
You were
back
actually
to sleep.
thinking you were planning ahead, but
I know.
Yeah, can never do it
back to
perfectly.
sleep.
I'm glad it's over.
All's good. Now you tell me about you fall foliage, etc.
Fall foliage, etc. Yeah. So
where did you go? Can you give it a little itinerary?
Yeah. So I was like so lost. I'm texting Brooke. I'm texting people that are from Connecticut. Like I just like really wasn't sure. Like, people were telling me Cold Spring Harbor. I was like, I feel like Brooke would talk about Long Island for foliage. Yeah. But then people were saying Cold Spring, New York. Basically, I wanted to have a day where I go drive around and look at foliage. Like, that's all I wanted.
Love it.
Every fall, like, I've never done this. Like, I've gone to Central Park, like, obviously in the city. But I really wanted to leave the city and see, like, peak. So, a few of my friends, we got in a car. My friend has her car in the city because her sister lives here. It's a whole thing. And so she was like, I want to use my car.
Is it her car?
It's her car when she moved here. they were like, we could sell it, or her sister has like a baby and lives in Brooklyn, and so she was like, we could use a car every now and then, so we can store it for you. It's like in their
community, it's their car.
It's a community car, yes. But she was like so excited to drive her car. I was like, I would do dirty things to drive my own car, but
I feel like you could get a car.
I could,
but like, how often would you really use it? Is the thing. Like, you have to use it enough to make it worth it.
No, like you like drove to the studio today. Like,
well,
that's
yeah,
so
because
cool.
I was like, I'm probably not using my car this week, so like,
yeah, I don't know.
Every now and again, it's like probably not worth it. But if you're like consistently, like you have something that you're like,
right,
yeah,
I don't like need it at the moment yet, but I do love driving a car, and when I go home, I definitely drive a lot.
People with kids, I feel like it's convenient because like
like you do a lot of like,
around,
day trips,
leaving out of the city.
There's a lot of that. When I'm leaving the city, it's usually on a plane. I've found. So
so you got in the car.
This is what our itinerary was. We drove to Beacon, New York, which was a 2-hour drive. We literally just drove to where we felt called. We were like, okay, we see Beacon, we see Cold Spring. We just, based off of a few photos, we were like, let's do Beacon. It was so cute. Felt like we were in the Gilmore
How far
Girls.
up?
2 hours.
Solid 2 hours.
Solid 2 hours. And really, the first hour was leaving the city because we were leaving from Brooklyn. So we were like, and I guess we were going up along the island. So that definitely, and it sucked because a lot of us were like, we went backwards to go. But
yes.
It was fine. We drove over the Brooklyn Bridge, which was fun. Like, I feel like usually I'm on a different bridge when I'm leaving the city or something. Yeah. But yeah, so that was really nice. Drove to Beacon. We got like a few coffee. We went to coffee there. We went to Beacon Bread Company, like a lot of recs. And then I met a subscriber and she was like, wait, you guys should go to Cold Spring. Like because we were like full fall, like, oh, actually also we had just gotten there and there was like kids and costumes everywhere, which obviously cute, but we were wanting like fall day and we were like trying to take photos and there's like a little Dracula behind me. Like, you know how I get. I was like, okay, like I do. Like,
why were they celebrating today?
So we had just missed it. It was the Hocus Pocus Halloween parade. Anyway, so there was just like, it was feeling fall, but it was also just like chaotic because the parade had just ended
and the families were
out. It was like that energy, which is so cute and wholesome, but like we were just wanting a very specific day.
I got it.
So we're at the coffee shop and I got like a maple cinnamon latte. Like truly this coffee shop, we went, I forget what it was called, but it's like the coffee shop in town. It was so good. But then the subscriber, she was like, just, you guys should drive 20 minutes down the road to Cold Spring. Like, I kind of think it's more your vibe. And we were like, oh, really? Like, we thought this was going to be more whatever. Just because, like, we were wanting, like, a lot of leaves. I don't even know what we were wanting, but she just knew what we wanted.
Yeah. Well, how could you even tell based on, like, just, because you're looking at, like, the coffee shop, right? Like, what are you looking at?
And we weren't trying to shop. We just wanted to walk and romanticize our life, like, truly, and see leaves. And there weren't a lot of trees in the town. Like, it was, this is all, like, super superficial stuff, but, like.
No, but if you're making the big journey, like,
we just wanted to see leaves. Like, truly, all of us were there for foliage. It was just, like, this funny thing. The night before, I was at dinner, and I was like, guys, I have to go. I have foliage at 11 tomorrow, and I can't miss. It was just this thing throughout the week.
Yeah.
Danielle had to get to foliage. So we drive to Cold Spring, and let me tell you, the drive from Beacon to Cold Spring was the most beautiful drive.
Is that what you posted the videos of with the that looked stunning.
Oh my god, we were listening to All Too Well 10-minute version. Like, holy shit. Like, we all like basically had tears in our eyes. It was so,
'cause you guys are also like Southern.
All of us, everyone in the car was from the South.
So it's very that's special.
Yeah,
it's like snow for the first time.
It literally
it's the same feeling.
It was the same feeling. Like, Delaney grew up in Georgia, but like
it falls different there.
Like, you get the leaves, but no, it was just different. So that 20-minute drive was so worth it even. And then we got to Cold Spring.
Great. I love that. Yeah.
The town was definitely a little, like, oh my God, it was so, you have never been to either of these places?
I don't think so.
Like,
isn't that like in Westchester technically? It's like Upper Westchester, right? Or is it technically like
it's past West Point? Wherever West Point is. West Point,
Connecticut?
The school.
Am I making that up?
Oh my God, I don't. We were in New York. No, West Point was across the river. We could see it. So maybe West Point is Connecticut. While you look that up, I'll keep.
Yeah.
But, guys, we get there and it's stunning. But
it is
yes,
New York.
It is in New York. Cold Spring or West Point?
West Point. It says New York. Oh yeah, because it's on the Hudson.
Yeah, kind of crazy. I was like, oh my God, we live by the Hudson, New York.
Oh yeah, you could like. There's certain elevations where you could see the city.
No, we didn't do that. We didn't have much time in Cold Spring because I had to get back because I'm crazy and like made a whole stack day. I had plans to go to the Cowboy Bar.
You did that.
No, like my friends was like, Danielle, like why'd you stack our day? I was like, because that's what I do. Okay, but so we had like 45 minutes at Cold Spring. The Halloween parade was just beginning in Cold Spring.
No.
No, I swear
You
to God.
can't escape it.
No, and like I don't hate Halloween. We were talking about this before, but I was just like, what is going on? But you know what? We just leaned in. So then we joined the parade because it was like walking down to the water.
Yeah, you couldn't avoid it. Yeah. It was
And
there.
my friends were loving it. They were like, this is so cute. I'm like, it's so cute, but like, like it just wasn't, it was a little chaotic. But the costumes are really cute. And I love when parents dress up. Like we were talking about this, like when parents actually get into it. So it was cute, but definitely really happy we went to Cold Spring. You also could take the train right into Cold Spring. It was so funny. One of the girls that was with us, she was like, I need to see a gazebo. 'Cause she's like a huge Gilmore Girls fan. And like, obviously we didn't go to that town.
Yeah.
But, so we found a gazebo for her to like sit in. Like everyone had their like things they wanted to see.
Check. Yeah.
Exactly. And Delaney wore these like sepia colored sunglasses on purpose so her life could be in sepia tone that day. It was very,
cool.
very sweet. And then we drove back into the city and I had gotten us a table at this new Western bar in Brooklyn called Desert Five Spot. You would actually really like it too because they had the live band, but then like at around 11-ish, they changed it to just like music. It felt like we were in Nashville and they like play a country song.
Yeah.
But then it's like a G6. Like it was
mixed into it. Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Oh my God. It was so fun. Like we were dressed up in Western attire or cowboy gear, but it was funny because it was also Halloween. It was also just confusing because like we're choosing to celebrate Halloween this coming weekend, but a lot of people were celebrating this past weekend in New York. And so it was like half the people were in like costumes. The other half were just like in regular clothes. And then we were dressed as Western attire. And so people were like, are you a cowgirl for Halloween? I was like, no, just like wanted to vibe with the vibes. So anyways, it was really fun. Met so many listeners there. Like definitely.
So fun. Wow.
So shout out to you guys.
Oh, that's your community.
Yeah, my community.
They like in your.
They were gal pals.
No, of course.
Delaney had a celeb sighting, of course. She was
in the bar.
In the bar. No, like she saw a celebrity. Yeah, she tapped this guy on the shoulder because she was in line for the bathroom. She was like, "Hey, like, are you in line for the bathroom?" And he turns around. He was like, "What?" And in this moment, she realized it was I don't know if you would know his name. His real name is Skylar Austin, but he's the main guy in Pitch Perfect that like dates Anna Kendrick.
Okay.
Him, are you picturing him? Or have you not seen Pitch Perfect? Okay. Yeah, no. Okay, never mind. But
scenes.
If you've seen Pitch Perfect, like this guy, and Delaney like was just like holy shit, but she didn't like react because he like had a hat on. He was trying to be like low key, but so she was like, okay, like I just want to see if you're in the bathroom. Like she was just like, I love that.
I'm just checking. Yeah,
I was just checking.
Yeah,
because she didn't know until he turned around.
Yeah.
So it was cool. But it was a really fun time.
Is it like always a time? Like it's open all the day. Like it's not like it's not a pop up. Like this is a bar that's there.
I think it's always there.
That's cool.
It opened earlier this year, and I've been wanting to go. And they had emailed me, so we got to like skip the line.
Fun.
I felt
is the table like a club table? Or is it like a bar?
So the table they gave us was literally in the middle of the crowd, so we couldn't sit. But it was like 2 barrels.
Yeah, of course.
And we got like this cactus thing, and like. But then I did see around the perimeter they had tables with like you could sit. But we loved this one because we were like in the middle of the crowd. Like we would have. I told the girls like we would have wanted to be there because. We would just keep getting up so we could be in the crowd.
Yeah.
That
sounds like a fun little vibe.
No, I definitely will be going back like a lot. It was so fun.
That's so perfect for you. I feel like it's
so
like
perfect.
City meets country meets.
Yeah.
Was the band playing country covers?
It's country and rock and roll. I realized.
Oh.
Of course, when we were like waiting to get in, we were waiting for a few of our friends to get there.
Mm-hmm.
It was all these music that I love, and then when we got in there, the rest of the songs were like rock and roll, and I just like didn't know that.
Rock and roll.
Like, I don't even know the song.
I'm literally picturing that. I want to rock and roll.
Like, kind of that vibe. Yeah. Like, my friends knew the songs. I just, like, didn't grow up listening. Like, my family didn't listen to rock. I don't even know what rock means. Yeah. Like, I don't know. But anyways, then they, like, switched to more country music. And it was just, like, a therapeutic. Like, when you're just, like, headbanging, like, long neck. Yeah. It's just, like, fun. So, really fun. Then woke up the next morning and went got brunch, made some pumpkin seeds, and cleaned, and just
that's so fall of you. Like
I felt fulfilled.
Fresh pumpkin seeds.
Yeah,
roasted.
It was really, really, really nice.
That's
I'm really grateful.
So wholesome fall weekend.
So wholesome, and just because I realized that this week we're going to Texas, then we come back. We have Katie's Halloween party. We're being the Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we would have.
Out.
Yeah, and it's not spoilers.
It's out. The news is out. Yeah.
We would have seen it. You guys would have seen it. It was a fun time. We did it with Margot. And
I'm struggling with the moral dilemma. Halloween's over at this point. But I got this like random PR package. Did you see my Snapchat?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Mr. Beast, I'm on the PR me. I guess.
Yeah.
I'm opening this PR box and it's the chocolate, which it's actually so good. The Feastables chocolate.
I need to try.
Another box. Oh, you really do. They have so
Will
many
you
flavors
bring
and
me
stuff.
one?
Yes,
Didn't
of
they
course.
give you
I
for
have
your
like a
party?
lifetime supply.
No,
Like,
literally next time just be like, oh, bring Danielle chocolate.
you'll love it. It's actually the good chocolate. Like it's like good quality. I feel like it's
I trust that it is.
So it was a box of the bars, and then it was like scan for a video from Jimmy. So he scanned it, and it's like Mr. Beast, and he's like 14-second video, and he's like, "Hey, you got a creator box. Like, if you keep going, like I always like to make people's day on Halloween, so I want you to make someone's day on Halloween. Like, so I like kept opening the box. I was like, what else could be in here?
Yeah, like what am I?
There was a stack of 100 singles. Like true. I've never received cash in a PR pot.
No, that is crazy. Brooke sent me a photo of like all the cash.
It's like brand new, like from the government, like like fresh money,
fresh rolled up. Yeah. So
the moral dilemma is, like, I agree. I'm 100% gonna make someone's day, but I'm like, it would make someone's day to like give it to like either one or two people.
I had the same thought. Like, you're not gonna give $2 to a
That's
kid.
what I'm saying. Like, to me, it makes someone's day, like with $50 or $100. Like,
Yeah, like-
even 20, whatever. Like that to me, like makes someone's day.
I know.
In New York, you legitimately cannot buy anything for $1. Like, so it just is.
Yeah, I think either 50 each or 100.
Because then we were going back and forth on like, and I agree, like make someone's day trick or treating, but like I just moved into this building. It feels weird to me to give kids like
Money
a
to
chocolate
kids,
bar
yeah.
with like money rubber banded to it. Like that just feels like, oh, these. And then I was like, Ben, it's sketchy because we don't have kids. Like, so they're gonna be like, I went to these people's house and they gave me money. Like I know it's for like for the good.
No, I had the same thought when you sent that to me. I'm like, I wonder how she's gonna like handle
Play this, yeah.
I feel like you should find someone on the street
And like
give
make
them-
their day.
and make their day.
I
Make a
feel
little
like
video.
that's
tag them.
Mr. Beast, yeah. Like,
Say thank you. Because did he say trick or treat? Like do this for?
He said Halloween. I think it was like specified, like, and he apparently does like videos every year where he like surprises people who trick or treat with like a car or something ridiculous. You know?
That's
Which is really nice.
yeah. I can't wait to hear the update on what you decide to do.
I just don't want to be known as the weirdo.
And
giving
you don't
people
want to be
cash.
like offensive either. Like
no,
giving
like
someone a
you
few
could use a couple
dollars, like-
bucks. Like
you could use like you don't want to be like that either.
no, and then I don't want to explain the whole lore. Like
oh yeah, like what?
then I was like, no, we'll explain.
Someone's
It's
home.
from Mr. Beast. I'm like, they're gonna think that then we're insane and like that we
Yeah.
actually are like
You know what?
unwell. Like
That is kind of cute though, because there's like little boys that like love.
I know, but they'll like the chocolate though.
Yeah, true. Oh my god, they're
What
gonna.
am I gonna do? Like
love
slip
the
mom and
chocolate.
dad $10? Like,
Yeah.
thanks for coming by. Like that feels so wrong.
Welcome to the curio shop. Hope you find.
Yeah, I know. But then I was like, wow, I've never been like I don't think you're supposed to mail cash. That was crazy. I like open. I was like, wow, there's like like for some reason the power of 100
it feels
singles,
illegal,
I was
yeah.
like, oh.
No, that's so cool. I've definitely never gotten money in and I love that like his
it
intention.
was
with
intention
it,
of his to give it back.
and you
yeah.
obviously will do that.
100%.
You won't pocket it.
No, I want to like really make a difference. Me
Yeah.
when I give $50 once.
Well, isn't it?
But-
Wasn't it in like a cool sleeve too? Like it makes
Yeah.
it like that's good. At least it's not just like it has a meaning.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh,
Oh,
that's nice.
it's
I'm
great.
excited to hear what you do.
Yeah. I've seen TikToks and stuff like that where it's like, the company will sponsor you to like do a good deed or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, thanks to like so and so. Like I'm gonna like,
Thanks.
surprise you with this today. I love those. They make
Yeah.
me happy.
I really like those too. I think it's doing good. Yeah, wow. We'll have lots of updates in next week's episode because we'll have just gone to Philly.
Yeah.
I'll have just gone to the Eras tour.
Oh my god.
Isn't that crazy? Hopefully I still don't have tickets. But
Oh, really?
yeah. But Macy Thompson posted about this app called SWT Notify. So Delaney's on that.
Are you gonna wear I know you said you're dressing as an Arab.
Oh yeah,
but
I
are you-
can say.
Okay.
Yeah, because me and Delaney are gonna do Reputation. Because I wanted to do Reputation when we went to MetLife. And then I was like, but I feel so called to Speak Now. So I did Speak Now. What did you do?
I don't even know.
Lover? No.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess it was Lover-esque. It was
I
like
think you did
purple.
Lover-esque.
Like,
Yeah.
like,
Not that you
the
have
really-
to do an era.
No, I feel like it was more for like the vibe. Like
Yeah.
I was like I'm embodying like
100%. But I need to go out with a bang and do Reputation. Like I fucking love it so much. And I'm not expecting, I've clowned, as they say, too many times. I feel like we all have like, oh, Reputation's coming, Deputation's coming. So but I just like want to dress as Reputation and I have some.
Do you have it?
bits.
You have it out?
I think so. I don't think I have to purchase anything because no Sweat October.
That's great.
The only thing I
Okay.
bought was our Halloween costume, but I think I'm going to be able
That's
to
wonderful.
Delaney's gonna wear something that I wore once to something. Like, we're making it work. We're gonna both
That's
be
great.
reputation. So I'm really excited. Quick little day trip to Eras. So
Wow, so much fun stuff coming
I
up.
know.
Oh my gosh.
should be good. But
And Sabrina Carpenter we're going to this week. So I guess
Yeah.
we'll have posted our outfits for that.
Taylor Swift bringing Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah, that was
And then Sabrina Carpenter posting Bridget and Danielle's
yeah, that
costume.
was
It's like, I know
insane.
them.
I know.
I kind of like had a feeling she would at least see it because they
And
crushed it.
recognize it. I know they did. Like,
They like did
that wasn't even a costume. I mean, they got it like custom made. Have you ever had a Halloween costume?
No, I know that Kate,
Custom
that
made.
Undone by Kate gal really kills it. She does.
Yeah, she does. Like, isn't that her thing? It's like recreations of like
I feel like
Celebrity,
like her biggest
like,
thing.
costumes and stuff. That's like a dream. That's so like celebrity. I feel like if you to go to someone and be
I
like,
got my
make my
custom
Halloween
made.
costume.
I know.
And like each of these gems was hand placed. Like,
No, it
that's so
was-
crazy.
I loved it. It was I can't wait to see what else people are dressing up as because Halloween's definitely not over. Like, people are definitely still doing stuff this
Oh,
weekend.
yeah.
So can't wait
It
to
never
see.
ends.
Never ends. But I think, speaking of ending, I think that's the end of the show. Did I?
It is. It is. Get your tickets. Come see us on tour, guys. We have so much fun in our community.
Yeah. It's going to be so much fun. We love you guys so much. We'll have all the links down below and subscribe to the newsletter for all kinds of exclusive content.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.